Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 6 of What If Izuku Midoriya Had the Darkness. Let's jump right in. Now, we're gonna rise with Izuku this morning. Izuku wakes up, usual time, gets up before Eri does, and doesn't realize that today is a Tuesday, which Tokoyami is supposed to make breakfast on Tuesdays. Which, Izuku gets up, and Tokoyami just, as he hears him come downstairs, and it's like, it is Tuesday, right? And fuck you doing up so early? And he's like, fuck you mean it's Tuesday? And I was like, yeah, I know, it's Tuesday. And he points at the calendar, literally, right next to the stairs. And he just looks at it and it's like, fuck. It's like, yep. Oh, wait, before you go back to sleep, we need to talk. Yeah, I was at the club last night. He's like, okay, well, what happened? You find the chick? What happened? He's like, do you know who you're dating? Fuck do you mean? No, what I'm saying is, do you know who you are dating? You're dating Midnight. And he's like, fuck off. And he's, Zuku, just nah, fuck off. Oh, stop fucking with me. That's me. Yeah, are you high this morning? It's like, no, I don't smoke this early. Unless I have a migraine. But anyway, and that's not the point. He's gonna pull out a photo of Midnight. Then he's gonna pull out a photo of Midnight last night with Izuku. And he's like, I want you to look at that picture. I want you to tell me with a straight face they do not look damn near identical. Izuku's eyes slowly widen. The darkness just starts laughing. And Tokoyami just says, he just noticed this, didn't he? The darkness just kind of nods, like, yeah. Oh yeah, we've been waiting for this. He's been, denying it subconsciously. But, yeah, no, that is Midnight. Izuku's like, ooh, that's not good. Fuck. Well, that's a thing, I guess. That is not okay. And it's like, yeah. I mean, especially with the stuff you be doing, especially recently, you could have plausible deniability with, the Darklings, but, you have openly taken hold of the entire gang, and it's like, fuck. Oh, well, no matter. I'm gonna have to fucking do this anyways. So fuck it. Why not? So, after that, Izuku just goes back upstairs, goes sleeps, wakes up an hour and a half later with Eri. Eri wakes him up. Turns out he almost made Eri late for school. Ooh, and it was her second day. Yeah, so, in all reality, he just used his quirk and just teleported himself and Eri there. And it was like, alright, have a nice day. Hey, thanks, Papa. Just walks off. And no matter what, Izuku being called Dad hits him in his chest a little bit. Just, oh, cinnamon bun. But anyway, Izuku's just like, he feels warm in his stomach now. And it's just, yeah. He makes him happy. She makes him very happy. He teleports back home, gets on like street clothes, and just really, in all honesty, just does this thing. Goes to the shop, the corner store, and just kind of, it's a slow day, so he's just texting Nomori. And like, unknowingly, Nomori is fucking walking into the exact same place where Izuku's working at. That he technically owns, but yeah. She opens the door, sees Izuku basically looking down at his phone, and when the door opens, you know, usual Bell, he looks up, makes direct eye contact. And he's like, hey. He's like, you work in a corner store? He's like, yeah, I own the corner store. He's like, but isn't this like a growing chain thing? Yeah. Yeah, I own the other one too. It's like, ha. Neat. And he's like, yeah. And they start talking. Unknowing to him, like, he says, so I realized something last night. I was like, yeah, really? What? You're midnight. It's like, it took like 2 dates. And you, like, it took you this long, didn't it? And I was like, okay, first off, like, no. It's like, subconsciously, I was like, no way. Nah. But then, like, my friend was in the club last night. I didn't know he was there. And he just, like, looked at you. And, I just got clapped on the back this morning. I was like, what did you do? You're dating Midnight. And he was like, huh? But, yeah, no. That was an interesting thing to wake up to. And she's talking with him. Now, since, like, no one's really shown up, and this is Nomori's day off, she's like, wanna go get dinner? It's like, I mean, I have to pick Ari up in, like, 15 minutes. And she can come too. Okay. Huh? Yeah. So, then Izuku ends up just, like, using his abilities, ends up, like, walking into a dark corner, pops out with Ari. Ari. She's like, you really need to not use a quirk like that. It's like, okay, am I hurting anyone? No. No, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm literally making it more convenient for me and my daughter. That's it. That is it. So, Midnight and Ari start talking. Ari is a lot less timid because of the amount of people that Izuku has, like, kind of crowded around her, right? And she knows by this point, if anyone wants to hurt her, they're getting the full fucking wrath of Izuku. And remember, she's seen Shisaki get fucking, like, curb stomped. Like, she remembers that vividly. Like, she doesn't have nightmares about it, but, like, she knows that, yeah, no, he cares about me a lot. Like, And Izuku and Midnight talk. Eri joins in the conversation. They end up getting like, they don't go to a buffet place. They just go like a Starbucks. Izuku just gets a coffee because he's not really that hungry, and like a scone for Eri. Eri and like Midnight just gets a scone for herself. Just chilling. They're talking. And then Izuku ends up getting a text from one of the Darklings that says they got John, which we're going to flash back about 30 minutes later. There was a slight drug deal that was going on between the Darkling and Syndicate and remnants of the Yakuza that didn't follow Izuku. Granted, they aren't on that we hate quirks shit anymore. To be honest, they're just a mob now. That's basically it. They're basically mafia. So, they have good relations. And Izuku actually is having the Darklings kind of help them back onto their feet. And granted, like, that is also taking a lot of heat off of him and putting it back on them. Even though, granted, like, Night Eye is like 50-50 on, are they the same thing? Are they connected? Which technically they are and they aren't. But, yeah. That drug bust went south. All Might burst the fucking door down. And since other people were there, people like Eraserhead and them, like, the one Darkling got captured, and the others fucking, like, shot themselves and scattered to the wind. Right? And this one Darkling, code phrase, is Johnson. So there was no, like, wallet, nothing on him, just basically this guy. And he's like, and Izuku's like, I'm gonna have to, like, make a quick stop by a place. I'll be right back. Can you watch Eri for, like, 5 minutes? And it's Midnight says, yeah, Memory's okay with it, so he stands up, walks into a corner, disappears. Fucking, she's like, he really shouldn't be doing that. And Eri's like, he shouldn't be doing a lot of things, but it doesn't really stop him. I'm talking about the quirks. He uses his quirk a lot. Like, he makes cars with it when he's not tired, and some other stuff. Like, Midnight tries to, like, low-key press for info, but Eri's smart enough to shut the fuck up. Like, Izuku made sure that Eri was intelligent and knew what you're getting pressed for information is, because because Izuku essentially believes when he dies, which, according to the Darkness, they don't know what's gonna fucking happen at this point. Like, they don't know if we're just gonna stick with him, because the DNA structure of these humans are so fucking weird. We don't know if they're just gonna fucking, like, something bad's gonna happen. They don't know. Not a goddamn clue. So, Izuku and them just kinda, well, back to the Darkling John. He's, like, not in a cell. He's in a interrogation booth They have literally haven't got him to say anything but fuck off. Like, and that's it. Which, Izuku's like listening from like John's shadow, and he is impressed, and he's like, damn, Johnson. I'm happy I put you in charge of those darklings. It's like, fuck, he no snitch. And they're like trying really fucking hard. And this entire time, he's just been like humming, other than like telling people to fuck off. But people try to read his mind. Oh God, does that not go well? They start convulsing on the floor. Like when it comes down to it, like one hero that is basically the interrogation hero is just seizing the fuck out on the floor, which, like, John's not even moving. He didn't even fucking do anything. Now, I'm gonna put this in perspective. Darklings are manifestations of chaos. Now imagine having the manifestation of chaos, having a hostile intent towards you, and you open a fucking way into your brain. John now knows everything that person does, and then some. So, the entire time this is happening, John's referring to people. Ooh. John is now referring to people by their actual fucking names, which is creepy as fuck. Like, it was like, how do you know our names? How about you not worry about their Tom? No, he must have fucking nah. And then like, and now John also has like an intrinsic like knowledge on what he can and can't say and have them be able to use in a court. So in all reality, he's like, he kind of like has a mental link with Izuku, and he's like, I'll be able to get my way out of this, don't worry, I got you. And like Izuku like kind of looks through it, realized that didn't get a warrant for that, what they tried to do. They just fucked up. So yeah, within, God, I want to say 4 days, John has sued the police department. Right, man. And basically the city about this transaction. Now, granted, I'm still using like American laws because I don't know Japanese laws at all. Not a fucking bit. So, when it comes down to it, with all the evidence that was occurred via camera footage of what happened in the cell, audio recordings of what he was doing, which, I'm gonna be real with you, they didn't have a fucking chance in court. So John Johnson fucking won all this money. Like, he damn near fucking defunded the police with this one lawsuit. He got way too much money. And he just walked out and was able to fucking like give all that cash to Izuku. And was like, there you go, boss. Us. Now, back to the present. He ends up coming back, teleporting back through the shadows. I'm specifically talking about Izuku. He's like, alright. Yeah. They continue the little date thing that they have. And like midnight, fucking hears something when she's like about like a bit further away from the table, like coming back from the bathroom, and like it's Eri trying to see if Izuku, who is in I can't say this, fuck. It's like Eri basically trying to say to Izuku, is that mom? Will that be mom soon? And like, what's the situation? And as soon as Midnight heard that, she kind of like, she didn't stumble, but like she froze a little bit mid-stride. And it was like, huh. It's just like, she kind of giggles a little bit. And she didn't hear it. Well, she heard it, but like, Izuku was not paying attention. He was like, alright, she's coming. Shit. Hey, can't be talking about that. It's like, god damn it. So yeah, about like an hour and a half passes. It's like 3. And she got homework. And Izuku, who is personally not about to leave his child hanging when it comes to homework, because sometimes it could be kind of bullshit. Because one time they accidentally mixed her homework with some other kids who has a fucking intelligence quirk. So, yeah. Yeah, no, he's like, nah, I'm gonna look at this first. So, yeah. When it comes down to Izuku, he is, in the Marie's relationship. It's going really well. Now, after like the 4 days, during those 4 days, there have been a lot more interactions between Marie and Izuku's mother. I'm personally not going to go through those conversations because I don't have the imagination to realize the kind of shit that would be pumping out of that. But yeah. I'm gonna say that's where I'm gonna end it. Hope all of you have a nice day. And yeah. It's actually not bad in Chicago at the moment. So yeah. Have a nice day.